So just behind me is a 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. It's a fully electric Lexus. Now, its sister car is the Toyota Bz4x, and its cousin car would be the Subaru Solterra. So let's take a look at this Lexus and see which one of those you like better. So right off the bat, I like the way the Lexus looks in the front, way better than the Bz4x or the Solterra. This blue color is really nice. It's kind of a soft metallic blue. And then you go down and you've got these gray 20-inch wheels, look really nice. This one is all-wheel drive. It has 2 electric drive motors totaling 308 horsepower. You got 71 kilowatt hour battery, and that is good for about 196 miles on these 20-inch wheels. Now, the base price on this is going to be right around $64,000, and this one that I am driving right here comes in at $67,000. So let's go take a look at the cargo area, and then we'll take a look at the inside. Pop the trunk. All right, that's a pretty good size cargo area, not too bad. It's not huge by any means, but you're looking at about probably 4 feet deep, about 5 wide at its widest points. And of course you can drop the seats down and get you some more space, but it's not too bad. You could probably put about 2 or 3 duffel bags in there in a suitcase. Shouldn't be a problem. So the door handles don't actually pull out. They don't pull like this. There is a button on the back side that you push and it electronically opens the door, and then you pull. Inside here, so we have a white leather across the top of here. And I know it doesn't really look that white, but it actually is when you see that interior in there. And this is a blue soft Alcantara. And then you've got a softer plastic down below with the cup holders, all your window buttons. This is the switch to open the door. It's electronic. You just push it and it opens the door. Of course, you got powered seats with lumbar. You have more Alcantara seats. These so far have been pretty comfortable. They are heated and cooled. And I'm gonna make sure that I get my butt cooled off today because the sun came out and it is warming up. Here is your driver's display right there. And of course you've got your eye tracker. There is the steering wheel. It is a really nice soft touch steering wheel. It feels really, really good. We'll get in the back. Driver's seat is set about where I'm going to be sitting. We're going to get in the back here. More Alcantara in the back. There is heated seats in the second row here. You also got 2 USB-C and your vents, and look how much space there is. Look how much space there is between me and the seat in front of me. That's insane. That's like 6 inches. I mean, that's crazy. How much more space do you need? Here's a glimpse of the front again. And there is your selector. And with this one, you actually push it down and then turn it. I don't want to do that right now because I'm not in the front seat, so I don't think it'll do anything anyway. But then you got your traction control button here, your auto hold here, and electronic parking brake. 2 cup holders. Back here in the back, like I said, more Alcantara all the way around. You've got your fold down armrest with 2 cup holders in it. And that's all you got back here. But everything is Alcantara back here. All of this is Alcantara. So that is where your $67,000 price point is coming in at. Pan around to this other side, you see this beautiful paint. This car is actually really nice. Looks so much better than the Bz4x, but it's also a lot more expensive. All right, that's the inside and the outside. So let's go drive this thing. I don't know if you can see in front of me, but we are right behind a Polestar. And of course I have it in sport mode because that's how we do it. We drive everything in sport mode. Most of the time we don't all like to be this close to each other because we all like to drive fast and take these tight little corners that we've got up here. We just like to have a little fun with these and let you guys actually know what we think about them. This has heads-up display also. I just saw it, just noticed it. It is very bright and very easy to see. I just happen to not been looking at it yet. Wow, that is pretty cool. I've never driven anything with heads-up display yet, so this is my first time, and this one looks great. So first thing that I just noticed is this has a propulsion sound. I will see if you can hear it in just a minute whenever we do a launch, but I'm pretty sure I just heard a propulsion sound. And then you do have paddles for regenerative braking over the railroad tracks. Good, comfortable, easy. So you have selectable regenerative braking with the paddles, so that's pretty cool. I like it to be pretty heavy. Always pull up here, make sure nobody else is going to be behind me. I'll pull down here at the bottom of this hill and we will go for a launch. You can actually watch the all-wheel drive system when we do this. Alrighty, let's get down and we are stopped. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's good. That was a good strong pull, real strong pull. So, as I said earlier, it's only 308 horsepower, but they really did a good job with that. Wow, impressed. And overall, so far, I am impressed with this car. It's really comfortable. Looks excellent. The colors that they used in here with this blue Alcantara and this slightly off-white leather interior or vegan leather interior, it just looks amazing. Of course, there's plenty of drive modes to choose from, but of course, we are going to stay in sport. And let's go take some curves and let's carve up some road. This heads-up display is pretty cool. So it tells me what gear I'm in, what direction I'm going, the speed I'm going, how close the car in front of me is, whether I'm touching the lines or not, and whether I'm going over the speed limit or not. So it shows the speed limit sign, and it's red when you're going over the speed limit, and it's white when you're driving the speed limit or under. So pretty much on this drive is going to be red. I think people are getting a kick out of watching all of these cars come cruising by. So, take a tight corner here, 25 mile an hour corner, took it at 45, not a problem. Feels good. Seats are hugging me in really well, keeping me planted. They are, like I said, very comfortable so far. Yeah, this definitely has a propulsion sound. The Mach-E uses the GT500 exhaust sound, so it sounds really good. This just sounds like a low growl. It doesn't sound bad. It just has a low growl to it. Now, I am probably a little different than a lot of EV drivers. A lot of them do not like to have the propulsion sound on. They like to have it off. Me and my wife, we both like to drive with the propulsion sound on because I like to, when I hit the accelerator, I like to know that I'm doing something, that I'm accelerating and I'm using some power. I want to hear the power, but I do not want to hear exhaust. I don't want to hear loud exhaust. So I like this little sound. It just works for me. Lexus is a brand that has a loyalty following. If you are a loyal Lexus person, then you probably will really enjoy this car. And the price point is not going to scare you away, because Lexuses have always had a higher price point because they are in a higher echelon of cars, you know. So to me, and a lot of people would probably argue, but for me and the type of vehicles and price points that I look at, I put Lexus up there with BMW and Mercedes. They're not quite as high end, but I feel, to me, it's the same. Lexus or BMW or any of those. To me, the price, that's what you're looking at, and you're expecting good quality, and Lexus puts out good quality. So I am really enjoying this car. This is a whole lot of fun. Okay, traction control is now turned off. I wonder if we can kick the back end out a little bit. Let's go. Yeah. I'm sure you guys hear that little chirp, 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 chirp. It didn't want to let me have a full spin and slide of the wheels, but it did let me kind of bark them a little bit. Everything here you can see very well. You can see the instrument cluster really well. You can see this screen is great. It looks like probably about 15 inches or so. All your climate stuff is right across the bottom. All the major buttons that you would need. It works really well. And I just feel that this is a very, very good car for those who want an electric car and don't mind paying the little bit higher price tag to get a little bit more luxury. So this was the 2023 Lexus RZ 450e, and I will see you in the next one.